hours, and also pay frequency and hire date. Those are the information that we need to ask from your employer so that we can use that as your proof of income. But as of the moment, I just want you to know that um, that is the other option. But since you already sent us your bank statement, we can try to review and validate this first. Then, in case that this is enough, then we can proceed with the good faith payment. And in case that is not enough, the other option is the verification of employment.
So again, just one more time for the last time. So you would want to call my employer just to verify when I started working at Princeton University, and then asking them if I still presently work at Princeton University.
Yes, it's like we just want to know from ask your employer as to when did you start the leave and the end date of your leave and the date you're hired, if they can confirm that you are employed to them, and also the pay frequency. We also have to ask that, and our work hours, minimum work hours, and your rate. Those are the information that we're going to ask. Besides that, we will not provide any information. We just need to do that so that we can use that as your proof of income. In case that this bank statement that you sent to us are not workable or your income is not good enough showing on the bank statement that you provide to us. So we have to review first this one and validate this before we can do the verification of employment.
Okay. And the thing about that though is just that currently I am still in the system at Princeton University, but the position is no longer there. So like it's not going to give you a salary. It's just that I'm with the university still, and that I am currently on medical leave with Princeton, and it's called Hartford Insurance. So I mean, if I'm, if I
Oh,
am to be paid, and if I'm to be paid by Princeton, well, not by Princeton, but by the Princeton affiliate, Hartford Insurance, I'm just trying to understand as to
mhm.
why, like, I'm giving you I'll be giving you the money. So I'm not understanding as to
Mhm.
why you would need to exercise other options.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just to set an expectation, because the bank statement that you will provide to us, uh, this is just to set you an expectation that in case that your account, because it's the system who will recognize if the proof of income that you sent to us is good or not. If it's not, the options are the one that I provided to you. But if it's the income is good based on the bank statement that you provided to us, then we can proceed with the good faith payment. It's just that I just want you to know that we really have to prove your income first before we proceed with the loan modification the good faith payment,
Hmm.
because that is the requirements.
Okay. All right.
So right now, I'll properly notate here on the account, and also I will notify your account manager that you already sent the bank statement so that we can review and validate that for you. Then we will call you once we have all the information.
Okay.
All right. Thank you so much for calling. But before that, do you have any other questions or clarification?
So I can expect a call from you by today. If not today, then definitely by tomorrow, since this is a
Yes,
time
ma'am.
constraint. Okay. All right, good. And I can call back by this number.
Yes, ma'am. You can call us back on this phone number.
Okay. All right then. Thank you.
All right. You're
All right.
welcome. And thank you for doing business with Capital One. Have a good day.
Bye. So yeah, that's Capital One. I'm just going to edit that and just put the title. I'm going to go to the, oh sorry, 3 o'clock. I'm going to just run a few errands, and then from there just I think it's probably my best interest. I wanted to go to the storage, but I really do need hours. It's 3:17 right now. Is it gonna rain tomorrow? Because then I'm just gonna like fucking eat it. No, it's not gonna rain tomorrow, but it's gonna be fucking colder. All right, so it's gonna be colder on Friday. It's just that I need to go to I need to go to the storage facility in order to go retrieve some items and from there bring it back to the house. Oh, but I also got to see that guy. So I can show him the house, so I can so I can just get an estimate on what the price would be, and not pay certain kind of things. It's just, and in the midst of that, handle the inhumane abuse that I've been going through, the unnecessary hurdles that I've been going through, and dealing with grief. On top of that, just my God. And the only thing, people don't love me, but no, no, but the people don't love me. They love what I provide them. They love what that I'm only alive to give them motivation and to bless up their ego. That's not love. That's not even admiration. Imagine being loved and respected for being cruel and heartless and vindictive and self-serving, not selfish, not the healthy selfish, but self-serving at others' expense. I'm only tolerated because when you look at it, I think that if anybody actually did, I think that strangers actually get more love. I think that strangers get more love than I do. I can see it. She was innocent. I don't like many black people. I don't because they initiated this shit. And one of the things that keeps looping is how black people have made themselves the victim off of the abuse that they've done inflicted on me. And they think that me just speaking out and me crying or me being mad about it is the limit to which I will go for justice. And it's not. And there's this sick ass bullshit that people are doing in the background, especially when it comes to manipulating or fucking with my money or um fucking with my environment, just a whole lot of shit. And it's just like, yeah, no, no, no. There's no love from society. It's just so fucking fake. No one has said my name. No one has talked about the injustice. There's been nothing in regards to the abuse I'm going through. And when you put it as plainly as that, and then you start seeing and listening to the Black people and the non Black people who are protecting the abuse of Black people and also the benefits that they've gotten off of my abuse, you see it for what it is. And you start and you think to yourself, like, okay, if you are very restricted minded and you are pig-headed, you're going to be like, okay, well, fuck it, then you just go on and live your life the way how you want to live it. You'll throw out some very cheesy stupid antidote that's just like a quick fix. Well, then just go out there and just go do your life. You're a very stupid bitch when you say that kind of shit, because before I even knew that I was being abused, before I knew I was being stalked, I was doing that, stupid. I was going out there, I was doing my own thing, I was making my YouTube videos, I was living my life, you dumbass bitch. But unfortunately, you and a bunch of other people were stalking me. So naturally, there were things that you've been doing behind the scenes to fuck with my health, to fuck with my well-being, to fuck with the things that I care about the most. And so to keep gaslighting it just makes you nothing but just an accomplice and a horrible fucking person. There's nothing beneficial about you at all. You're not saying anything that's conducive or even wise or intelligent. You're a consistent being of stupidity. And you're not over here trying to make it look like, I'm the villain, or I'm the bad guy, or that I'm the person that's just, I guess, like, bitter or something like that. No, you just consistently are just the fucking lemming. You're a dumbass bitch. Um, yeah. So not that I'm gonna allow this to stop me. I have every right to go ahead and cry because I'm a human being. At the very end of the day, and you don't like that, I am going to take this video from unlisted to public because you guys have loved my silence for so long, and you guys have loved my silence for so long, and it's just a need for me to go ahead and put it out there because I want. Hold on. It's like regardless of what. Yeah, it's like if people who love anyone who actually, strangers who love more than I am. Anyone ever loved me, who truly admired me, they'd state my name and the abuse. They'd publicly state my name and the abuse I'm undergoing, just like they would George Floyd, McClain. I got the young lady. I want to make sure I'm spelling her name correctly. Yeah, Marcano. Or even Miya Marcano, or even matters involving, well, like, or even matters that aren't as makeup controversy. I just think that before the holiday and before the new year, we should be very, very accountable and realistic about what it is that you actually love, like, admire, respect, don't respect, or even tolerate somebody. So yeah, I'm like, strangers are more loved than I am. If anyone ever loved me or truly admired me, they publicly state my name and the abuse I'm undergoing, just like they would George Floyd, McClain, Miya Marcano, or even matters that are as common as makeup, controversy, gossip, celebrity drama, et al. Celebrity drama. Instead, I am passively disgust and folded in to a crowd. I'm passively discussed and addressed within a crowd. To attract followers and likes. Followers, attention, and likes. Followers, attention, and likes. It would be really great. It would be really great to receive. Really great and humane to receive, human decency of my story and name being told aloud. The fact, news and entertainment businesses are negatively involved too. Negatively involved too is disgusting and deeply racist. And so, yeah, I just wanted to go ahead and point that out. And that I'm not going to hold back on every issue because definitely going to start crying more. I'm going to address these issues as best as I know how, which tells you when someone is saying that, oh, she needs, like, oh, you never asked for help. Did anybody ever ask you for help when it came to, like, other matters? You guys will unprovoked insert yourselves into celebrity drama, into matters about, racism if it benefits you. In fact, the parts about the racism and reparations and things of that nature is that it will benefit you but you'll discuss those situations, those matters behind closed doors when it comes to negotiating anything that happens to do with me. You will try to silence any opportunity in order for me to get my compensation, my reparations for the involvement, for these enslaved involvement that you guys have been doing behind my back when it comes to sex and human trafficking. I will definitely be speaking up louder because I am right now at this very fucking moment, and I have been for a while. So I'm documenting a lot of this shit in the midst of being gaslit and abused. The black community has failed me so badly, and all they want to do is just go ahead and just throw more dirt on me. Lies and smear campaigns and criticisms that they themselves would just definitely fall to. They would never. And I hate it so much. You would hate your own race. Like, this is ridiculous for black people to go ahead and hate the white race for the abuse that they've done. How do you think that I would feel? How do you think I should feel? And how would you feel if you didn't have any other resources, and the only people who want to come to you are people who obsess over you, have parasocial relationships, and will not tell you the truth about what the fuck is going on behind the scenes? Those people are very disgusting. They are entitled, self-entitled. They are self-entitled, and they'll want to do things to you, and you have boundaries, and so those boundaries will literally be used against you, and they will leave you alone because you have the confidence to just go ahead and walk it alone. I literally had to tell somebody that I had to tell somebody no and then enforce those no's. And because of that, they got upset. And I was just like, okay, well then bye. Like, I have these boundaries in place for a reason. You're not gonna be nasty to me. You're not gonna be disgusting to me. And I'm not gonna give you anything, especially not my body, my time, and nothing. Especially when I know that you're like, like a little pitiful, sniveling, like gang stalker. Like, let's just be very, very honest about things because I've had enough. And this is me. This is part of me having enough where I don't want to do any of this. I've never wanted to do any of this though, but I'm not giving people grace. So I'm being very just like raw with my emotions. And it's okay for me to cry. It really, really is. This is absolutely fucked up. And I want to go ahead and play the white voices that really be catching these little fucking attitudes, all passive aggressive. And I really want to go ahead and start playing these entertainment channels that want to, say that slick shit behind, passive aggressively. Let's like, keep it a buck. Keep it a fucking buck. Because while you're doing that, you're pretending like, oh, this is delusions, or like, oh, I don't know what you're talking about. No, you really do know what the fuck I'm talking about. And it's my duty to go ahead and do that in the midst of working on this and all the hurdles and bullshit that you guys have been putting up on me. And it's really weird when anybody, or if anybody is over here trying to fuck with me by trying to trickle down money my way, or trying to have me negotiate, trying to break my back, trying to negotiate money that honestly is dutifully mine. I'm clocking all that shit. I'm clocking all that shit. It's one thing to go ahead and be in a corner and just cry, cry, cry until the wolves come. It's another thing for me to get up every morning, wash up, get out there, do something in order to, still either live my life, but also to address the bullshit that has gone on and it's overwhelming. My cat is my family. My cat was my family. Was. And for you to be like, it's not that serious. When you were over here making things about genocide and shit like that, there's nothing. Well, my health has been affected, and I said that my cat's health has been affected. She's gone. I will cry however many times I need to cry when I say her name or if she comes up in a conversation. And I try not to bring her up in a conversation. It has not even been a full week yet. And I'm already wanting to not say her name or wanting to bring her up in a conversation because no, she is my heart. And so there are things that definitely have been really fucked up that so many people within the, politicians and whatnot like that have done. And it's just really cowardly. It's just like, I'm incredibly over this bullshit where people rather do performative things or justices for other people and dismiss mine, laugh at my pain, and make that shit entertainment. I'm, I'm really over it. I'm so fucking over it. And it's not like I haven't been working towards actually getting my feet up and my finances up and things of that nature. If you do not acknowledge the abuse and the things for everything that you criticize me for, if you do not acknowledge in its entirety what the fuck that I'm going through, then you're part of the problem that you are an abuser. You are an enemy of mine. And it's just like be upfront about it. Be loud about it. You guys, as I've said before, have proved that you're no better than the white people that you guys supposedly hate or pretend to hate, or anybody. If you happen to see any kind of injustice or oppression anywhere, you are no better than those people because you have done everything and you've done it collaboratively with people of either, that race or just on your own within your own race. So how do you think that really looks? You're washing the hands of other people's conscience on the shit that they've done either in the past or what their family is connected to. You've consistently shown your ass as being part of the problem, unapologetically. But then you want to hide behind said people who you've collaborated with, and they'll gladly go ahead and, try to stay face too, or they have the ego that, hey, look, me and my white skin is going to be able to tell you that, hey, look, we're just going to try to push her down more. And it's just like, no, there's nothing that's going to try to, whether you trying to ignore me or trying to restrict me and my finances and all that other kind of shit, none of that is going to stop the big picture, and not even just the big picture, but the issue at hand and the issue at large, which is what I'm going through right now. So it's 3:41 p.m. There were some things that needed to happen, and I kind of got a good portion of that done without even having to leave the house. There is another part that I have to do, and so I'm going to work on that. But yeah, other than that, like there's not a part in me that you can try to, um, as much as you would try, there's not a genuine part of me that you can try to make fun of that will validate any of the abuse. Like absolutely none of it. So yeah, you either would be talking about the reactive abuse, or you'll be talking about the reactive abuse, and you'll be talking about, your self-proclaimed hatred for unjust causes and unjust reasons. But yeah, the best thing people could have done for as far as like helping me is publicly, loudly stating my name in the situations that have been going on. I see so many people, loudly talking about how they are disappointed in the president. People dragging the president for filth, or just making any kind of comments about anybody, any political leader. But when it comes to me, it just seems like that is where the red marker is, where the black marker is, where my name has to be redacted. Let's make that make sense, because honestly, it makes a lot of shit performative. It makes a lot of shit performative. And Governor Phil Murphy, I will definitely put his name. Let me edit this too, because I want to go ahead and put this in here. In reality, I'm going to just put parentheses, Governor Murphy, New Jersey. Because hopefully somebody will see this and they'll just understand and realize that yes, for several years I have been voyeured. Okay, I have been voyeured and people have exploited it, including politicians. And I do not appreciate this. And the fact that people are pretending like they don't know exactly what the fuck has been going on is really concerning. Well, it's actually past concern. It's a frightening horror that I've been living for many days of my life with people of all races expecting me to be some sort of, I don't want to say like messiah or anything of that nature, but some sort of action figure where I'm supposed to be doing just in like supposed to be living up to inhumane standards, just getting up and doing. Like go fucking kill yourself. This is ridiculous. You have been living too much of the fantasy world where you did not balance and you did not equate like, okay, I'm an actual human being. The fuck? You've been listening to a black bitch who has literally changed her face and her body because she actually is obsessed with me. And you guys have done nothing but help her. Did you not wonder why the same shit that you had to do as a fucking group did not work for you individually when you wanted to do things, I don't know, with like change the world? From global warming to fucking like genocide in different places. Oh, why didn't it work the same way? Like, oh, why can't we make a difference in other kind of states and cities and towns, stuff like that? No, you had to puff up somebody and their ego, which is still fleeting every single fucking day, in order to go ahead and harm me. And you thought that that would be been the best thing for you guys to do for the entirety of your lives, but it's not. And then you thought you could just be like, oh well, it's not that serious. But no, people have died, and behind the scenes, their lives have been lost. And closest to me, you guys have harmed me, but also the things that I love. So yeah, within my own circle, yeah, you have inspired other people to take out other people's lives. And again, there's a lot of corruption in here. And the thing is just that it's not new. You feel me? Like it's not new. So why are you such a piece of chicken shit for the fact that you can't stand up when your forefathers and others had to, I'm saying, bear the brunt like of the news? Do you feel me? Or like, had to face the same kind of accountability. Sometimes I wouldn't say worse, but like sometimes some serious shit is giving coward. All right, I got things to do, and I'm pretty sure I'm going to be running into people who want to continue to stalk me and not learn the fucking lessons that are damn sure overdue and should have been executed by the people who were in charge. But clearly, the people who are in charge are just, very bad leaders, obviously. But yeah, just fail to actually step up. And a lot of them are not just in political positions, but, everywhere, below and above in positions.